Open Chapel Door, connecting people with pastors. I believe there's a battle between good and evil targeting our children. What they see and hear on their smartphones has great influence on their lives. After 17 years of working with some of the biggest names in entertainment, I am dedicated to helping our pastors broadcast their message. Live stream, live TV, live broadcast. A professionally produced, engaging broadcast keeps the viewers watching longer, keeps our kids interested, keeps the viewer interested. And that's where you come in. I've spent the past 2 years trying different low-cost equipment to do a professional broadcast that won't break the bank, that has a small footprint and can be operated by one volunteer.
Welcome to A Place of Hope in Forney, Texas, where you will find hope-filled, obedient, passionate, and engaging people. Now on to today's message with Dr. Kevin Wentworth.
All right. Well, good evening. Welcome to A Place of Hope. I'm glad that you're here. I missed you last week, and I couldn't wait to get back to be with you today, and I'm glad you enjoyed Norita, and I know that she did a great job for us, and I appreciate your support to her and for us. And we are a place of hope, which is important to us as we continue to be the ministry we want to this community. I've had some more conversations. I'm keep waiting for God to make that, okay, God, when are you going to kind of honor these conversations? But it's His time, and we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. We are hope-filled, obedient, passionate, engaging followers of Christ. That's what we want to do every single day of our lives. And why our vision is we're a place of hope for a hurting world. And boy, the tragedy that was yesterday, we got a hurting world, don't we? It's just a mess everywhere we go. And, it's just horrible, that kind of stuff. And, I don't think the politicians know what to do. I don't know if anybody knows what to do. And it's just, and I was talking to the police officer that lives in my neighborhood, and he says, it could happen anywhere. Just, I talked this morning with the church that I was at in Bruton Terrace. I said, a lot of those folks woke up yesterday and said, hey, let's go shopping today, not realizing what happened. And that's why it's so important to be ready and to know where our lives are when it comes to those times, which any of us could have happen. Well, tonight we start a new series on the deep meaning of the Holy Spirit.
There are good mothers, and then there are bad mothers, and we all have our days, right? But there are several examples of mothers in the Bible, and of course I am not going to talk about every last one of them, but I have 4 in particular that I want to bring up. So the first one was Naomi. In the book of Ruth, we always focus on Ruth, but there's another half to that story, Naomi herself. So I'm going to read from the book of Ruth here. So, chapter 1, verses 16 and 17, it says, do not urge me. Now this is, Naomi's husband has died, Ruth and Orpah's husbands have died, and all that's left is Naomi, the mother-in-law, with the 2 daughter-in-laws. And she encourages them to go back to their homes. She was from Judah, or Israel, and they were from Moab. And she encouraged them to go back to their families. And this is what Ruth said. Now, Orpah went home, but this is what Ruth said, and it's one of the most inspiring passages in the Bible. Do not urge me to leave you or to turn from following you, for wherever you go, I will go. And wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord punish me, and ever so severely, if anything but death separates you from me. Those are just beautiful words. Ruth was so faithful.
All hail the power of Jesus' name, when angels crafty Lord of all.
Good morning, everyone. You guys look great. Look to your right, to your left, and say, you look good. Now look up here and say, you look great. All right, thank you. I didn't want to get left out. Listen, man, I'm so glad you guys are here. Looking good, smiling faces, everything. I've got a very special thing to do today, and I want to start off with doing this. And it's one of the great joys of ministry, one of the really cool things that we get to do. And this last week, I submitted a request to Tower Fellowship Church in Aurora, Colorado. I get that right? Tower Fellowship? Requesting a membership transfer for two of our newest dearly loved members, Tad and Janet, who have come and just kind of taken over and taken the place by storm, and in a good way, and we're so.
I have personally mixed live video on stage with Lou Gramm, Vince Neil, Mark Chestnut, Snoop Dogg, MC Hammer, Rick Flair, Rick Derringer, Ted Cruz, and Beto O'Rourke. After the equipment is installed, I will spend time with your staff and help develop a technique for your situation. Your words are the cure to the darkness that fills the internet, and I want to help them be heard. My company of 17 years is known as ANCTV for America's Nightclub Television, broadcasting live since 2006. You can check us out on YouTube or Facebook. My cell phone is 214-498-2879, and my name is Jim Long. References are available.